Okay, for me this is an exciting day. The Thomann box has turned up, and what we have in it is the cheapest Strat you can get from them, the 20CA. So this is the candy apple. And then I bought it, pardon me, a couple of gig bags, just get them out. These are the 20mm, I think, at least, made in India. Thank you very much, Indian guys. So it's a nice thick that one says bass there, so this is for one of the basses, I think, and the other one should be for the Strat. I'll be honest, it looks just as big, to be honest. Is it the same? E5F, D6, E5F, yeah. Oh no, that one says E guitar, and that one says E bass, but it's got the same. Well, maybe that's, I don't know, it's still the same number, but don't matter. The point is that that's for some of these over here. So in fact, this lovely bass here, cheap J&D, is going to go in the bag here. I'll check that out in a minute. So that's going to go in that one. That says bass. There we are. So how big is that? Oops. Let me put that like that. That's going to fit by the looks of it. So this will have a nice snug little house to live in. It keeps them, I mean, I keep them there, but it stops the dust getting in, and you know, you don't want to ding them. Although Billy Sheehan changed my mind about that. I've got a lot of time for that guy. These are his strings on the bass, not his personal ones. And he was showing a video recently where he made his own basic guitar up, and he was saying it's just a tool. He doesn't see it as something special. So road worn, dinging it, not a problem. I used to really worry about most of my basses and guitars. I don't want to wreck things immediately, but at the same time I was a bit precious with them. So let's look at this thing. This might be a thing of beauty, it might be a thing of crap. Now, why have I got this guitar? I have, as you can see here, quite a few, not just gas. It's a little baby Ibanez, a couple of Stratocasters in there, a Telecaster at the back, and a really beautiful what's it called, SX Stratocaster. The reason I got this one, because I want these to go in it, the EMG Pros. Now I don't know if it's going to fit, but I'm not a great believer in tone wood. I'm a physicist or mathematician by trade. I don't believe in tone wood. Maybe I'm wrong. Dave Gilmour is a much better guitarist than I'll ever be, but he got most of his sounds in the mid-80s out of those types of pickups. So the idea is, and I'll be experimenting with it, can I take this guitar here, which is similar sort of colour to his one, stick that pick guard in it, because normally these cheap guitars have got really crappy noise on them, yeah. This one actually come with the whammy bar, and one I didn't get the whammy bar. It's okay. A lot of times there's no point whammy barring these because the nut is synthetic. Well, not even synthetic, it's plastic, and the bridge and whatever isn't much to, the tremolo isn't much to write home about. But let's find out. So the main thing I'm looking for is the colour. I'm very shallow. I am actually a bit colourblind. There's a little lead. I don't know if that's any good or not. Might be to use that on guitar pedals. Bit of silica gel. That's nice. It's quite well packaged. Oh, this is looking a bit precarious. Hang on. Stick that like that. You hear the noise at the bass, even at rest. That was a very cheap bass. The guitar is a really nice quality for what it is. It's almost as good as an SX. So let's get this out of here. Now, I have high standards with Telecasters because the SX Telecasters are brilliant, yeah? Let's just try and get that out of there. Already I can tell, I'm going to have to pause this thing. Hang on, let me pause it and get it out. Hang on. Okay, the first thing I can say, the neck is satin finish. It smells, let me hold it up, like IKEA. If you've ever been to IKEA and you've made your own flat packs. Now what's this look like? There's a mark there. I don't know what that is. There's a definite ridge there. Something's knocked that. I don't know what. Oh no, it's just a plastic. But it doesn't matter because that's going on anyway. They look okay. Let's just turn it like that. So that's a bit. This gets my OCD. Yes. Now the volume is at a different angle to the tone. Not a big deal, they come off, you can refit them. That's okay, but again, I don't intend really to play much with this guitar. Let's look at the basic finish. Let's roll it over. What a beautiful colour. It does much better in the light. I mean, what I want to say something about the shipping and all the rest of it. I'm a bit stuttery because I'm in awe here. Let's look at the back side. The side, little mark there comes off, so that's just a bit of fluff. That looks good. I mean, for the price, I think it was something like 68 euros or about £70, I think, and then an £8 shipping. And the 2 gig bags took it up to just over 100 odd. Yeah, this is so you can get to the springs apparently. Looks like I'm at our audit, so it looks like a sort of very sad face to me, but I don't know. That's where I shouldn't do it. No name there, nice shine. You see the satin feel, so that feels quite good. Tuner's a little bit wonky there, not a big deal. So that one's off. You can see he's slightly off, but hell, I'm not going to hold that against them. Well, actually, I might do. I can fix that, I guess. So I don't know, maybe they don't have a template to put it in or something. But yeah, that's actually now, that is wonky, but there's no sense sending it back. I'll probably get some Gotoh. If this is any good, I'll get some Gotoh tuners for it anyway. But yeah, things like that. Yeah, if this was a custom shop, you'd be really pissed off with that, because that's just not right, yeah. For the want of a straight line, yeah. There must be a template they can use to do that. But that's okay. Let me just move a chair. What does it actually feel like? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and say move to the try it in the playing position. Okay, so the first thing to notice is just sitting beautifully on the lap. It's just sat there. Oh, I'll get the camera right. It's a long way around. It's just balanced, yeah. So it doesn't feel like it's about to fall down. It's sat there quite nicely. It doesn't feel neck heavy. So they've done that well, yeah. It's not resting against there. Let's look at the fret end. Sorry, let me get it in view. Sorry, I'm going off the thingy. That's absolutely fine. Jesus, I've paid a lot of money for fenders in the past that are just awful. I mean, I don't know. I'm really trying hard to find a problem with the sprout. A little bit there maybe, but nothing. And it's not a bound neck, so there's nothing that a little bit of sandpaper or whatever like Dara Braun showed, or even Dave and his World of Fun stuff won't fix. Let's take this bit of stuff off. So the SX do this, and sometimes SX have it slightly more waxed. That doesn't feel like totally like wax paper. It's not in tune, what do you expect? But I don't know if I can put. Let me see if I can put this down. So hang on. Oops. Well, I was about to do my Rick Beato perfect pitch, and I realised sorry, I got my zoom pedal here, so I can just use that. So let's put it into that. That's an F. So turn it down to a E. A. Tuners feel okay. I mean, they're quite responsive, but the strings probably haven't stretched either, yeah. D's pretty close. E, A, D, G. Come on, get it right. B. That's quite high, maybe. So far, these feel good tuners. For the price. Well, I got the slightly wonky one, but I'll be honest, I don't think I really noticed it when I'm. Yeah, okay, I do notice it. I'm tuning up because I go to do the D and it's not quite where I want it to be. Yeah, but it's not affecting the tune so far. So normally it takes a little while to warm up, cool down, certainly in the house. So that's an E there, just about. E, A, D, G, B. So let's just check the higher E. Out a little bit. B out a little bit. Sharp. It's gone up a little bit in the time. So it's not intonated out of the box. It's just sharp. Everything's sharp, yeah. So let's have a look. There is a bit of space on the saddles to go back, yeah. So normally I think with sharp you bring it that way. I'm not absolutely certain, but I think you do. So there's hope. What I do is I let it settle down a bit because it's just come out of the box, and you know it will settle. You know, we have to stretch the strings and everything. I mean, just trying it in the hand. I don't know if I can move this up a little bit. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, it feels okay in the hands. Neck feels good. I'm not complaining about it. Very flat neck. It really feels like if you want vintage Fender, you're not going to get that. I don't really care about that. As I get older, I think the flatness makes it easier to bend. Let's find out. Yeah, you can bend nicely on that. It feels a little bit odd, the frets, but not terrible. So okay, out of the box, yes, the tuning peg is bent, as in just put in wrong, not a big deal. I mean, yeah, on a custom shop this isn't. I don't know, the headstock doesn't look too bad. I'm not worried about what's on it. Does it sound good? So I think the next thing to do is to spend a little bit of time setting up the intonation. I'll try it on an amp just to give it a fair crack at a whip, and then I will gut it and put the EMGs on and see what they sound like. And I'm looking forward to this. So thank you, Toman. Just to say, for any English guys out here that are importing in, when you buy it off them, they should quote it without VAT. Then when you pay the invoice, you pay the VAT, and you pay £8 shipping. And it made it sound like DPD were going to deliver it and they would demand an extra fee. And I checked with the guy, no, it's all paid for. So I didn't pay anything more. And maybe Boris will send me a bill eventually and say, hey, you imported a guitar from Germany, it's going to cost you. But so far, amazing value for money. It looks great. The shine on this thing, this looks like a Gimour type guitar. So the next thing is to start playing with these pick guards and see what happens next. But yeah, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.